Hello everyone, got 4 dirty jokes for you today. So in a classroom, a teacher had an amusing idea for a quiz and gathered her students around. The teacher inquired, "Can anyone guess which animal possesses both a beak and feathers?" A random student eagerly raised their hand and confidently responded, "A duck." With a chuckle, the teacher replied, "Indeed, you're correct. However, it could also be a goose." Moving on to the next question, which animal has both claws and fur? Another student quickly answered, "A dog." The teacher nodded, impressed, and added, "Absolutely right. Yet, let's not forget, it could also be a cat." Just when the quiz seemed to be coming to a close, little Johnny stepped forward, a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. Now facing the teacher directly, the boy exclaimed, "Teacher, I have a question for you." Curiosity piqued, the teacher smiled and responded, "Certainly, go ahead." Little Johnny paused for a moment, contemplating his question, before finally asking, "Can you identify this mysterious object?" It starts off as long, hard, and dry, but once inserted into something warm and soft, it becomes soft, short, and delightfully wet. Without a second thought, the teacher smacked the little Johnny, causing a surprised gasp from the students. However, undeterred, the little Johnny smiled as he exclaimed, "You got it. But hey, it could have easily been a chewing gum." So an Englishman, an American, and a Japanese are doing whitewater rafting, when all of a sudden they spot a huge drop to a waterfall they never knew was there. They are moments away from plunging over a waterfall to their doom. Suddenly a genie appears. The genie explains that he is the spirit of the waterfall, and he is of limited power. He cannot prevent their inevitable deaths, but he can grant each man one wish before he dies. The American steps up first. "I love my country. Before I die, I want to sing my national anthem one last time. The full version. Give my friends lyric sheets so they can join in. I want a full backing orchestra and a gospel choir." "It will be done," says the genie. The Japanese goes next. "I love my country too. Nothing represents it better than our wonderful cuisine. Please let me taste one more time the delicacies of my village. I want fermented sticky soybeans, fresh sea urchin, raw horse meat, pickled seaweed, sugared omelets. And please, provide enough so I can share the meal with my friends." "It will be done," says the genie. The Englishman quietly approaches the genie and whispers in his ear, "Just send me over the waterfall before the bloody song starts and the food gets here." So a woman was obsessed with plastic surgery. Her doctor told her a new procedure had been developed. They put a knob on the back of your neck, and every time you see a wrinkle, turn it one click to the right and the wrinkle will disappear. She came in right away and had the procedure done. A few weeks later, she was having some issues and visited her doc. "What's wrong, ma'am?" he said. "Well, I now have these huge bags under my eyes," said the woman. The doctor replied, "Ma'am, those aren't bags. Those are your breasts." "Oh," said the woman, dumbfounded. "What was your other issue?" asked the doctor. The woman paused for a moment, then said, "Well, never mind. That explains the goatee." So a few weeks ago, a feminist told me about the Dwayne Johnson rule. The rule, as she explained it, was that in order to determine if a particular comment was appropriate to say to a woman, first ask yourself, would I be comfortable saying this to Dwayne Johnson? If not, don't say it. I thought this sounded like a good rule. So I told her, Your chest is freaking epic.